A first conversation with a new representative can be exhilarating to a young player. A savvy agent will engender confidence in his client, confidence that he has a world of possibilities at his fingertips. But the measure of a good agent is how well he can turn these possibilities into actualities.
Minor League Baseball now on the show as our road trip makes a stop in the AA Texas League. Tonight it's the first of four between the Midland Rockhounds and the San Antonio Missions. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Kyle Lloyd, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, this guy certainly could be one of those horses for courses kind of guy. Loves pitching at home. Take a look at those home road splits. They're pretty good. Without question, he's more comfortable pitching at home than he is on the road.
So coming to the plate, Professor Slugger. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Torres is on his way home. And a relay home, but this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
I guess their scouting reports on this guy were dead on because it's already 2-0 in the early going, and they're having absolutely no trouble seeing him here. On the other side, they're very quickly looking at a game that they're going to have to fight back in.
Into the box, Rafi Lopez, runner in scoring position with two gone. Struck him out. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits here. No errors and a runner left on. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. The Missions lead it 2-0. Striding in once again, Professor Slugger. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Line to shortstop, and there's one away. Digging in and looking for more, Jonas Tavares.
Jonas Tavares.
The ground is short. This could be 2. One there. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
Ready for another chance? Professor Slugger, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. From the belt, the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Dana Ibar. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And that'll plate the run from second as the lead is trimmed to 4-3 now.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You know, you always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run.
Ready once again, Professor Slugger.
Second baseman, Professor Slugger.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Here comes the 0-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Tavares is over. And that retires the side. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. Ninth inning coming up. San Antonio's out in front, 4-3. Digging in once again, Basil Lutz. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Sams leads off second with nobody out. Weak grounder back to the mound. And there's one away.
Well, he didn't even break a sweat in this one. 3 pitches, he gets the out, and heads to the clubhouse to celebrate. Can't do much better than that.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. San Antonio jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Kyle Lloyd earns win number 4 on the season. Mark Womack wraps it up for the save, his 4th of the season. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com. Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Midland Rockhounds and the San Antonio Missions. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Aaron Nobles is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
In the second spot tonight.
Striding forward now is the DH, Basil Lutz, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The 2-2. Are up the middle. Reined in. There's one. On to first to complete the double play. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. What's this club going to need to focus on this evening, Mark?
This is not even a stat you probably would have even looked at 10 years ago. The fact that this team's last in walks in today's game bodes a lot of trouble. They will swing at the rosin bag. Do not expect this pitcher to come over the heart of the plate in any meaningful position because he knows he's going to get a lot of swing and miss.
Now at the plate, Professor Slugger. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the first pitch to him. Line hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Throwing to second. Thought about going for second, but instead, now they've got him in a pickle. And a mistake here as he's tagged out in no man's land. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team's starting lineup. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Row?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
Coming to the plate now, Lon Stewart. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. The inning as it's sent out to second. Just to his left. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. Digging in for his second at bat, Professor Slugger.
Professor Slugger.
Now the pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Digging in to try it again, Angel Rosales. 0 for 1 here in the early going. 2 out with the man at first. Now we'll step off and fire to the bag, and he'll dive back in safely. Now the 0-1, and there he goes towards second. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the top of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Professor Slugger. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Now the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit back up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery is too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, D'Lo, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
High pop-up. Stewart is there. And that's the 3rd out. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Lewis Sams. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Sam.
Way, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Slugger, and that's out number 1. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Dana Ibar. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And on the ground out to second. up in the hole. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out. So a big moment here, and standing in, Professor Slugger, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. From the stretch. In there, strike one.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Here's the 0-1. And a shot back to the mound, but he manages to glove it. So it's no runs on no hits, one error, and a runner left stranded. 8th inning coming up. The Rockhounds lead it 2-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Professor Slugger, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. 4-1.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Here comes the 1-0. Line drive to left. Sams is there. Makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Well, there might be a few chewed up fingernails on both sides, but this one ends with the tying run on third and the winning run stranded at first. Great game right down to the end.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Rockhounds jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Michael Dye gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Aaron Nobles struck out 10 in the losing effort. Michael Bloom earns the save out of the bullpen, his 11th of the campaign. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on The Show. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Midland Rockhounds and the San Antonio Missions. It's baseball. It's The Show, and it comes your way next. Kirby Fields gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's been throwing the ball great. How about in his last start? Only allowed 3 hits, worked deep in the game to get the win, and we'll see if he can match that in this one and make it 2 good starts in a row.
So striding in, Professor Slugger. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Slugger.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
Matty, we've seen some good baseball in the first 2 games of this set, and expect another close one here. Both of the first 2 games decided by 1 run.
You know, D-Row, when you get in these series like this, when 1 run means so much, you like to be able to be the team to score first, but both these games have been very close, and it's going to boil down to who gets the big hits in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Man, not sure if he was trying to send a message early in the game or what, but I sure hope this doesn't carry over to the rest of the game. Sometimes things like this early in the game really sets the tone for problems later, but I hope that's not the case.
Digging in, Lee Lim. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Lee Lim.
0-2, here it comes. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Well, Matty, this team can do one thing very well. This lineup leads the league in home runs, and that's why people pay the price of admission. They want to see the long ball. Everybody loves home runs, and it's exactly what this lineup gives you. They get count leverage 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Don't look for that base hit the other way. They are trying to turn and burn.
Chopped toward the second baseman. He's got to hurry. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. We've played an inning, still nothing. So here's the cleanup hitter. Dana Ivar comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Toward second. Slugger takes it in. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Ready now, Professor Slugger. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. First pitch of the at-bat. Way in front of that fastball.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Rivera aboard here at first with nobody out. Now a snap move over to first, and he's back standing. The 1-1. Line drive to center field. Smolinski is there, and he has it for the first out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Dana Ivar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Attempt here. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Missions lead it 2-0. Stepping up now, Professor Slugger comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Slugger.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line toward right center. And that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month. Ready for another shot now. Lee Lim, 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Bailey at second, Slugger at first, 2 out in the inning. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We played 4 full. San Antonio's out in front, 2-0. So stepping in, Professor Slugger. He singled his last time up.
Professor Slugger.
From the belt, the pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Into the box now, Professor Slugger.
Second baseman, Professor Slugger.
First pitch on its way. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. After it is Smolinski. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. San Antonio led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Kirby Beals takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Ramon Blanco closes the door for the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious Mission. 4 runs on 10 hits. 1 error that left 15 men on base. For the Rockhounds, 1 run, 8 hits.
Welcome into this presentation of minor league baseball from the AA Texas League. Tonight, the finale of this 4-game set between the Midland Rockhounds and the San Antonio Missions. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Jordan Lyles, a hurler from South Carolina, will be the starting pitcher in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Dana Ibar.
From the stretch. Toward second. Slugger. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they get a man to second here in the opening half inning, but fail to capitalize. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. So digging in now, Professor Slugger. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Slugger.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this series has been a little bit of back and forth, dropping the first one, finding a way to battle back, and then dropping the third one of this 4-game set. Let's see if they can find a way to tie this rubber game.
You know, Dero, this is one of those, if you could win game 4 of this series and walk away.
At the plate, Dana Ibar, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Stewart is off of first with 2 away. To the right. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs here, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Rockhounds are out in front, 1-0. So striding forward now, Professor Slugger. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now a move over to first, and he'll get back in safely. He's set, and the pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
Before the 0-2, a look to first, but the runner's back easily. A runner on first with 2 away. Fouled off.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
And he missed with it. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Fox racing back. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. And the tying run is in to score all the way from first. It's 1-1.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI two-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
Digging in the switch hitter, Barney Bailey. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Working for the punch-out and the offering. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete, all tied at 1-1. Leading off the inning, Bo Fox, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Play, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Digging in and looking for more, Professor Slugger. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch coming, here it is. And a neck-high fastball that time. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. And he takes a called strike 2. Hot shot on the ground is short. To his left, Ibar. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Professor Slugger.
Professor Slugger.
Comes set, now the pitch. Sliders in for a strike.
Hey, when a pitcher's put in a tough spot, he's usually going to go to what got him here, and that's this guy's slider. Expect to see that more often.
The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone, but if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Line drive to center field. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And a big RBI there as the run scores to make this a 2-run game now.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send him. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Professor Slugger.
Professor Slugger.
Here comes the first pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Sams is in pursuit. And he makes the play, but this should extend their lead as the runner tags from third. And that'll plate run number 6. It's now a 6-1 ball game.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs anytime you can. And a sac fly here gives their team... Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. The San Antonio Missions took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Jordan Lyles earns his first win of the season. Jesse Rosario works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his first of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
A fast-developing prospect has his first encounter with the media. If his progress continues, it will be the first of many such encounters. This aspect of life as a ball player will demand the learning of an entirely new kind of skill set.